This is a short movie produced by the Coconut Express, Penticton's wine tour and airport shuttle company. CrossFit is a form of training made up from multiple athletic disciplines. All the exercises from your local gym, plus some Olympic exercises you never dreamed of trying, with some fun exercises invented as you go, like paddleboard racing. It's more than just jogging, and it's grown internationally as a spectator sport. It fills stadiums. What's even more intriguing is that CrossFit events fit perfectly with Penticton's geography. The Okanagan Throwdown is back Saturday 23rd and Sunday 24th of January, produced by Penticton and Summerland businesses Hoodoo Adventures and Evolution Athletics. Athletes compete in a number of categories to see who is the fittest. Athlete places sold out in 15 minutes of opening. We visited 3 of the CrossFit facilities who are competing: CrossFit Penticton, Beach City CrossFit of Penticton, and Bodyshop CrossFit West Kelowna, seeing some familiar faces along the way. CrossFit Penticton is operated by the husband and wife duo of Ross and Jodie McKenzie. Their popularity has helped them expand into a new premises in downtown Penticton. You can find them just off of Winnipeg Street, across from the Landmark Cinema. Okay, Ross McKenzie of CrossFit Penticton. Tell me a little bit about your new premises.
We just moved in January 1st and started classes January 2nd here. It's downtown on Winnipeg Street, so it's a nice convenient location for our clients. More room, more open layout of the floor plan, and higher ceilings, so lots of added benefits to being here. Also in the summertime, you know, we've got these nice 3 big bay doors. We'll be able to open this place wide up and keep the air flowing when it gets hot. So yeah, we're really happy about it.
Cool. And how many people can you accommodate in this location?
Well, we can accommodate, you know, probably a few more in a class than we could at the old one. So we may or may not add a person or 2 to our current class cap. Our bigger focus, though, is making sure that we have, you know, a good coach to athlete ratio, and so everybody that's in the class is getting you know, value for their membership and getting attention from the coaches every class. So we may go up a little bit, but nothing crazy, just because we want our members to continue to get good value.
So if somebody wanted to join CrossFit Penticton, what would they do?
The easiest way to go about it is to go to our website, www.crossfitpenticton.com. On the homepage, there's a link that says you can sign up for a free trial. And so if somebody fills out the personal information on that, it'll send us an email. We then contact them, and they get set up for a free trial and see what they think. Okay,
how many athletes are competing in the Okanagan Throwdown from CrossFit Penticton?
We got a really good showing this year. We had 18 registered and paid for athletes competing, but unfortunately one of them has fallen ill, so we're down to 17, but still really, really proud of our representation there this year.
And are you competing yourself?
I am, yeah. I'm competing with 2 other members from our gym, and then we've got a transplant from CrossFit 604 who is dating one of our teammates, so she's coming to help us out, and yeah.
And which exercise do you think you'll be able to help out with in the team events?
Myself?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think I'm just going to be a liability on the team, really.
Which one are you dreading?
What am I dreading? Well, anything with box jumps. I don't like box jumps, so I guess the second event with the burpee box jumps won't necessarily be my bag of tea.
Beach City CrossFit is the design of local coach and artist Jason Raynon, located at the Barefoot Beach Resort at the south end of Penticton. It allows you to train in a very natural surrounding, and it certainly doesn't lack colour. Okay, Jason Raynon at Beach City CrossFit in Penticton. You've got a new gym now, so you've got a new team to lead in the CrossFit Throwdown.
Yep.
Can you explain how you might have used your experience last year to teach these guys how to
get
compete?
through it? Yeah. Mainly, actually, our biggest point here is just everybody wants to get better, right? So if we come into a competition, having fun is the most important. After that, some of my athletes that are, you know, more on the competitive edge, we talk about strategically planning how they're going to attack the workout, maybe resting in their worst part of it, right? So say it's a heavy lift, in the middle of the workout, they're going to break where they're weakest, allowing them to recover a little bit quicker. Watch the time and take breaks accordingly so you can push for more rounds in that set amount of time.
Cool. And how would somebody get involved with Beach City CrossFit?
Easy. Facebook page. We're also on Instagram, Beach City CrossFit. We also have a website. You can get at me on my phone number, 250-809-1735, right? So it's easy enough.
Wicked. I see you've got on your notice board, you talk about paleo.
Yeah.
Can you just explain a few things about paleo diet and changes?
Totally, yeah. So we usually throw a couple paleo challenges a year now. What I try to do is get my athletes to eat as clean as possible. So if we can do farm fresh or even clean meat, cut all the carbs out, so we're losing the grains. We try to get our carbs from veggies, that sort of thing, and stay away from the grains. Getting rid of milk, getting rid of the sugar, the dairy, right? White sugar, white flour, that sort of thing, really kind of clogs up the joints. Doesn't help us perform at our highest, and also kind of brings a lethargic aspect. I find myself, if I start to eat something like that, it slows me down. I need rest after eating. My body's too busy working on processing that food. If you eat, along the lines of meat, vegetables, nuts and seeds, that's where you get your natural fats, right? So
I see you competing in the men's competitive
section.
Yeah. So obviously it's a really intense category to be competing in. Does that worry you at all, or does it excite you?
It's fun. I mean, I've been doing it for, too many years now. I just do it more for the fun. I love, competing just as an aspect. I'm not there to win it, but I like to do a good showing. I find actually this one's probably a little bit more geared for me. It's got a little more gymnastic. I love gymnastics. And the lifts are a little bit lighter, so it's good in that aspect for me.
And last year's finish was really, really intense. I remember watching it myself. So
yeah, it's nasty.
Are you going to be sticking to your game plan, or are you going to be looking at your other competitors and adjusting
I always
accordingly?
size up my competitors, right? But I mean, it's a game with yourself. That's what CrossFit's about, really, right? We're all here for the same reason. We just like having a good time and hanging out. Getting in the finals, I'd be happy. If I get any better than that, well, good on me, right?
Okay, Brad from Bodyshop Training Center in West Kelowna. You guys are visiting us again in Penticton for the Okanagan Valley Throwdown.
You betcha.
Yeah, and you guys bring a huge group of people, which is great. How many people do you think you have this year competing?
We have 22 athletes coming down this weekend.
Wow, okay, that's a lot. You've got this huge, spectacular gym.
We moved in here at the end of October. We've been in West Kelowna now 6 years. We're pretty excited about our new space. Our last space was really nice, but we've doubled up our size. We have about 8,500 square feet, including our upstairs. So we're super excited. We're really looking forward to our next couple of years and seeing us grow in the west side here and helping as many people enjoy the good life.
If somebody wants to get involved with Bodyshop Training Center and do some CrossFitting here, what would you recommend they do?
The first thing you have to do is get a hold of us. So we have some people that just walk through our front door. We have some people that will reach out to us through our website, bodyshoptrainingcenter.ca, or they can call us. Everybody that first comes to our facility does have to do a complimentary personal training session. We show them around. We kind of show them our facility. We kind of go through the process of what we're doing here. And then they do a little bit of an assessment and a personal training session. At the end of it, if they're super excited about what we're doing here, we kind of take the next step from there and lay that out. We'll answer any of those questions, and we'll hopefully be starting on a journey of a really healthy, fitter lifestyle.
Great, and I look forward to seeing you on the weekend.
Well, thank you very much.
Troy Boot, one of the coaches at Bodyshop Training Center in West Kelowna. You coming back to Penticton this year for the Okanagan Valley Throwdown?
Yes, I am. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Now, last year I watched you, and you were a lot of entertainment to watch, and you won your age class in spectacular fashion. Would you welcome some competition when you come to these events? Does that motivate you, or do you just do your own thing?
I just do my own thing, but I've been fairly competitive my whole life. So whether it's doing 100 burpees for a time or a huge competition, I try to give it 100%, or I give it the best that I can that day. And I love competition. Like, I know this year it's stiff. My business partner, Brad, is right on me. We got another couple clients, masters, that are right there. And looking at the workouts, for this year, I can't make any mistakes.
The entrance fee to the competition is something like $5, and I know that I would pay a lot more money to watch that kind of sport. It's a very rare thing for us in a sport for a coach to be competing with the athletes as well.
I actually think it's a lot of fun because as a coach, and when you're building up a master's athlete or an individual, they want to train with you, and you know, because you're teaching them, and you brought them up from kind of like day one, and you watch them how they progress. And you see it, and then they get to they do their first competition. Next thing you know, they're competing in 2 or 3 a year, and it's just fun. We come in here on Sundays and we sit down and we talk and put workouts on paper. And I love coaching the competitors that I'm going against. You know, like Brad coaches me, and I go against him.
Okay, Marilee from Bodyshop Training Center in West Kelowna. You're coming back to Penticton for the Okanagan Valley Throwdown, and you won your class last year. There's going to be a lot of people who want to know how you train and any dietary advice that you've got.
I train about 4 times a week, and it's all off the programming of my husband, Brad. He does a great job of that, and I don't deviate from it. I listen to my body. If it needs a break, I take a break. As far as food, I grew up on plain old meat and vegetables, and that's just what I've continued to do now as an adult. And but I have no problems deviating from it and having a piece of cake or some chips if I want it too.
You're all coming down to Penticton, and you bring a large group. So are you commuting from West Kelowna, or are you actually staying over in Penticton?
We're staying in Penticton. We have 2 kids, and I've got my mom to come up and look after them, and we'll stay at the Naramata and Penticton and make a weekend out of it, enjoy ourselves while we're there. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.